Mercato is crazy. Ah, la 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 la. Mercato is crazy. Ah, la 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 la. Mercato is crazy tonight. Mercato is crazy tonight. Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la. Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la.
Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you are all doing well and prepared for a sensational news according to Fabio Caressa. I will explain you also who is Fabio Caressa. The news will arrive in a second. I was listening to it at the moment. They are speaking about the hypothesis. So a hypothesis about tomorrow, minus 12 points. These are the serious thing, the thing that we can't laugh about. But they are saying it's just a supposition. We are not sure about. So they are confirming nothing about the points. We'll try to guess what it all is about. The big sensational news. They said that it's not about the points. They spoke about it, but that's not the sensational news they want to give. They want to speak about players and the club. Players in, players out. We don't know. The club, what does it mean? What will they speak about? Caressa was quite mysterious, but he said that he will reveal something. So before saying hello to everybody in the chat, of course, who is Fabio Caressa? I understand that not everyone has the possibility to live in Italy to follow Fabio Caressa. Fabio Caressa is a big journalist, a sport commentator, one of the biggest one, the most important one, the one that commented for Sky Sport Italia, the final of the World Cup 2006 and all the other ones also after that, where he did epic voices. Do you remember Gol di Grosso, or Andiamo a Berlino Beppe, Andiamo a Berlino Beppe? This is Fabio Caressa as a sport commentator, so the voice. But he's also working for Sky. This is his main job, working for Sky Sport, like Sky Sport UK. You have it also in Italy, and in Sky Sport, he's leading a show, Il Club. Il Club, that's how they call it, the club, where they are speaking, of course, about football, about what is happening in Serie A, and so on and so on. And then they have also the part of Calcio Mercato. And tonight, they will speak about football. They will also speak about potential news about Juventus. I am trying to follow. It's difficult because I also need to listen. At the moment, again, they are speaking about the penalization of Juventus for tomorrow, 12 points. But again, it's a supposition, it's not a certainty. And again, this is not the news that we will speak about. First of all, there was a comment a bit earlier from Wolfdies that said, and Wolfdies, you heard it back, the beautiful song, that said, Beppe, the news is that the balloons are just arrived. Let me show you some of the balloons. Look at that, the Juve balloons, nice, huh? So I don't know if I will have to keep them or not, depending on the news. Depending on the news, we will take them back, yes or no. If people are asking, Beppe, why are you not dressed in Juve today? It's because it is still, for a few minutes, the birthday of my son. He celebrated 15 years, already tall, already old. My son, super proud of him, and I spent the day with him. No news from me in the Telegram chat, so it was everything on Mo. I didn't follow the press conference, but I heard, of course, about Max Allegri, Szczesny, Quadrado, these words, so we'll have to speak about that in a second. But first, all the attention, all the curiosity on the news. I have launched a poll earlier where I said, what do you think the news will be about? 47% of the people said the management, 25% the coach, big player sold 12%, and 17% of the people said Dybala back. Why did I say that? Attenzione, we will check that. So we continue with the news. The first news is attenzione, because we have one from Luca Marchetti that is in the studio. until a few hours ago, it was sure about Giuntoli to arrive. In the last hours, if not cancelled, the chances became a lot lower for Giuntoli to Juve. Attenzione. Thank you, Chuck, for the membership. Thank you, Chuck. What was sure yesterday is not sure anymore today about Giuntoli. Wait. That's another news they said just before. There is a discussion inside of Juve. So they are looking or for an outside of Juve solution that would be Giuntoli, or, and it's growing, an internal promotion. I'll speak about Manna. Another news that they are speaking about is about Dusan Vlahovic. Whatever the points, whatever the discussions, Juventus will listen for the voices for Dusan Vlahovic. Okay. They're saying it's not Allegri that didn't want Giuntoli. Never Allegri said that he didn't want him. Allegri is an employee of Juventus, but the choice of Giuntoli was done without even asking to Allegri. I will come back in a second. First of all, let me say thank you to Chuck for becoming a member, already said, but also to Mihai to becoming a member. Thank you for becoming a member of the channel. And also to Ryan Gatti, new member of the channel. Thank you to the three of you. I try to listen. Huh? So, at the moment, the news that we know at the moment is that Di Maria, difficult for him to renew with Juve. One. So, I repeat, Di Maria, difficult for him to renew with Juve. Whatever the deduction of points, the qualifications, in what cup, etc., they will listen to offers for Dusan Vlahovic. Sporting director. If yesterday Giuntoli was a sure thing, things changed and Giuntoli's quotes to arrive to Juve dramatically lowered. They are thinking about the internal solution, and again, it's a promotion of Giovanni Manna. Giovanni Manna that was taking care, is still taking care about the under 23 project, about the project that is working at Juve. It's not Allegri that said, no, I don't want Giuntoli. This has been made clear by Caressa and Luca Marchetti. But they're saying that this year they have proven that that renewal of the youth sector, or at least that next-gen project, is working also in first team. That is making sure that the future of Juventus is also secure, because that brings you a lot of value. But stay connected, because it's not over for the 385 people that are waiting. It is not over. There is a Bomba that is arriving. Remain here. In the meanwhile, if you want to, put a maximum of like. Because we are nearly 400 people. We have only 81 likes. So at the moment, Di Maria, more difficult. Is this something that we were expecting? Yes. Dusan Vlahovic, that they will listen to offers. Was this something expected? Yes. I told it in the last two videos why it is expected. That Giuntoli, a stop at the moment, is something that we were not expecting. That there were internal discussion, yes. That looks like there is a big stop. I was not expecting. Giovanni Manna, attenzione, before speaking, really capable person, really great. But of course, it's an internal promotion, and that change, if we are speaking about Giuntoli, the one that was able to do miracles in the last Mercato session from Napoli. Mark, about Allegri, they didn't speak yet at the moment. Sturaro back in Juve announced. Here we go. No. I'm waiting for the big news. Guys, some guesses? Again, Dusan Vlahovic, I understand. I will explain you in a second also why. But why? It's quite easy, yeah? Whatever. Even if you don't qualify to a Champions League or Europa League or whatever, you're losing a lot of money. That money has to come from somewhere. If Dusan Vlahovic is less happy than he was thinking that he would be at Juventus, if he has problems of growing pain that are still not over, if he didn't perform yet, Allegri, not Allegri, if you need financial, like Maharai is saying, I can understand it. I'm not happy with it. I love Dusan Vlahovic. I really believe it's a phenomenon. Indeed, Mlaggio is sending a message, donation, thank you, Mlaggio, is saying, if we sell Vlahovic, who is the center of the project? 30 years old Pogba? No, that's not the center of the project. Anyway, center of the project is a really big word. I always told you, for me, center of the project is a really bad word that Juventus was using that I didn't like. Why? Because if the center of the project is one person and is injured, the project is gone. Makes totally no sense. So when they spoke about center of the project, I really didn't appreciate that. For me, the center of the project should be the project. The project should be center. Who is coming there in terms of sporting director, the coach, players? They need to fulfill the wishes of that project that you designed, not a player, the center of the project. I don't like that. Anyway, but no, it will not be Pogba. Pogba, today he spoke also on Instagram saying that he was really sorry, that it has been a really disaster year for him. He didn't need to do a video for that, We knew it. Could be, could be. The theory that Agnelli dropped the Super League project. Center of the project is Allegri. Juve coaches don't even pick players, let alone directors. No, indeed. I don't believe that it has something to do with Max Allegri. I'm trying to listen in the meanwhile that I'm speaking. It's not that easy. But at the moment, we are waiting for the big Bomba. Big Bomba. Will it be Del Piero? A lot of people are saying can be Del Piero. We know that Del Piero is also working partially for Sky. He's a lot of time invited, a guest on Sky. Could be that he spoke with Caressa. It could be that it is Del Piero. Because they said we will speak about the club, about management, and did they already do with Giuntoli dropping in terms of percentages, with Manna increasing? Again, I tell you, I was pro Giuntoli. I was really pro. I am still pro Giuntoli. Manna is a really great person. But look what he did with the Next Gen project. It's just fantastic. Is it enough for a rebuild? That's a big thing. They said yesterday it was 100%. Then they say today it's 90%. And then you have someone else in the studio that is saying, for me it's even less than 90% for Giuntoli to Juve. Why? Because it's super hard and difficult to free yourself from Napoli. And it's actually from an ex-player from Napoli that is in the studio at the moment. I don't remember his name. At the moment, they are not speaking about coach. No, BT. They are saying that they will give us a big news. They told us that they will give us a big news. I hope, otherwise we did a live for nothing, guys. Then we have nearly 500 per persons for nothing. It is Gulam. Gulam is speaking about Giuntoli. How great he is with the coaches. He said it will not even be a problem to work with Allegri because I saw him with different coaches, the way he's approaching the relationship, but also with the players on one-on-one. No. Caressa said, tomorrow there is the supposition of a minus 12 points. This is tomorrow. But this is not the news that they will speak about today. Some people... No, opt-in, guys. No, I don't believe it's bait for viewership. We are waiting for the news, what they will say. I'm curious. Marchegiani is right. He's saying it is fundamental for Juve to change because now they need to rebuild. Juventus, the last 2 years, were trophyless. They really need to rebuild a new project. I agree. Internal promotion is great. I love meritocracy. I like Manna. I saw the qualities of Cherubini in the past, but we are really speaking about the rebuild about Juventus. The big question is what they are saying here and what I always told you also on the channel. We don't know. We don't know from where we will rebuild. Is it without European competition for 1 year? Is it without for 2 years? Is it with a Mercato ban? You know, if you are hiring a sporting director and you can't promise him European competition or this or that, it starts to be really difficult. Arif is saying also something really important. He's saying, guys, pay attention and remind yourself we are here waiting. I am waiting like all of you guys for a rumor. So there is no confirmation. What they are saying about Giuntoli, yesterday Sky Sport with what's his name, Di Marzio, they said it is done deal. A lot of people said it is done deal, and now they are changing. Gulam is saying it has never been a surprise for me that Giuntoli could have gone to Juve. Yeah, yeah, Ryan. I know, I'm listening, Ryan. 10 minutes ago, they said remain and stay tuned because the news is coming. What is the news? If it's not about Vlahovic, that Juventus will listen to Mercato voices that we already knew. If it's not about Di Maria, that will 90% not renew. If it's not about the 12 points, because they said it's not about that. It's not about Giuntoli that dropped, even if that's already a big news. Let's be honest. If yesterday we were sure, and today I didn't do a video, but I wanted to speak about Giuntoli done deal. And today they are saying, boom, it dropped with the internal promotion Manna that goes up. No, guys, don't forget about Zidane. The people that are here for Zidane, you will be a bit disappointed. I think, yeah. Will it be about Chiesa, the news? I think they would have said it otherwise. When they were speaking about Vlahovic, I think they would have said it as well. They would have said Vlahovic, but also other players. At the moment, they spoke only about Vlahovic, listening to offer, which it's sad, but would make sense financially, purely financially. Yeah. Then not alone, not alone Manna, but he was sporting director of the next gen. So yes, Yildiz is a product from Manna with Tognozzi, Manna and Tognozzi, both of them. Tognozzi chief scout, Manna next gen sporting director. Bring back the legends, Anthony Trimboli. Hanin, of course, there are no actual news. They are just talking, taking us for a ride. This is Mercato, guys. You remember? Do you remember that beautiful song of the summer, Mercato is Crazy, that I started the intro with? This is Italy. You know, we know it, and there will be less Mercato, nearly no big Mercato. So when they have 10% of a news, then they go for it. Yes, there are a lot of news, like the one of Bayern Munich offer for Dusan Vlahovic, Chelsea that is really interested in Dusan, Real Madrid also. There are a lot of big clubs interested in Dusan Vlahovic. This morning there was even a news about Chelsea already making an offer of 80 million, which has not been confirmed at the end. A lot of people start to be angry and frustrated about Sky because they are saying they are fooling us with their news. Some people told me in the Telegram group, Beppe, you start the live at 11:15, you will be late. You will be late for the big news. I said, no, guys. You will have some news after 30 minutes, and you will have at least 45 minutes before they really launch the big news. I knew it. So I don't expect, for the next 5 minutes, I don't expect the news. By the way, they are showing Sassuolo Monza. They are showing the recap of Sassuolo Monza. For the people that are asking, what are they doing? Are they launching La Bomba? Well, at the moment, La Bomba is the recap of Sassuolo Monza of yesterday, as if somebody cared about Sassuolo Monza. But this is entertainment. This is Sky Sport Italia. This is show, guys. If you are following Sky Sport, you know it. Imagine they open and they launch the big Bomba. Everyone would watch like 5 seconds and they will leave. Hey guys, this is wait, let me, because something happened here. Wait, guys, something happened. Now they are showing Bologna recap with the Bologna against Cremonese that finished like 1-5, I believe, or something like that. By the way, let me say thank you to a few people, to Mlaggio. If we sell, I know I already read it, but thank you again, Mlaggio. But also to Nirai. Nirai, happy birthday to Beppe Jr. Enjoy also time to rebuild properly. None of this half of this half effort attempt. Either way, haters will still talk about Juve. Yeah. Whatever we do, we always have the haters talking about us. Thank you for the birthday wishes for my son. He had a nice one, I believe. But I agree, we need to rebuild properly. Now it will be really difficult or easy. Why am I saying difficult or easy? Depending where we are, what are the objectives, and what we can do. Because I tell you, whoever will be there as a sporting director, is it Giovanni Manna, is it Giuntoli, is it someone else? Well, you have a beautiful package that you first have to sell. Weston McKennie, Kulusevski, Arthur, Zakaria, but also the players that we leave for free, like Rabiot. Apparently now you have Rabiot, Di Maria, probably Cuadrado. Even if there were some news today that Cuadrado might receive an offer, but I don't believe so. At the moment, I'm watching, they are showing Milan now. So at the moment, they are showing all the games. It's like a mini break and we are waiting. We are patiently waiting. No news. Since 17 minutes, they said, stay tuned, and we don't know. So we wait. Thank you, Nirai, really. Leonidas, Michael, member of the channel. Thank you, Leonidas. Really, really appreciate it, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Really, really welcome. Grande Leonidas. Matthew, do you think Chiesa will want to stay for a youth rebuild project? That's a really good question, Matthew. That's a really, really great question. Fantastic question. Chiesa is not 22 anymore. It's not Fagioli. It's not 19 anymore, like Miretti. He's not as Juventino as Locatelli. Why am I speaking about Locatelli, Fagioli, and Miretti? The three of them are hardcore Juventini. I believe that Chiesa is also Juventino, but different. The father played in different clubs. The other ones are babies that grew up with a dream of becoming one day a Juve player. Like you, like me, fino alla fine. Dreaming about their own career, but their final destination could have been Juventus in good or bad times, while a Chiesa is, of course, an ambitious man. I don't know how long Federico Chiesa could potentially accept to stay with Juve, with a rebuild project, or with a project with 2 years, no European competition. I really believe that Federico Chiesa will stay next season. Why am I saying that I really believe that? Because he waited 1 year to come back at his level. First, for him, he needs also again to come back. If you followed a bit Italian football with my favorite player, Softic is there. Softic knows about Alessandro Del Piero after his big injury. It changed. He was not anymore the same player. But he needed 2 years before a total real comeback of Alessandro Del Piero. It was not anymore the same Del Piero, it was a new Del Piero. But he needed that time to rediscover a new Del Piero. Attenzione, they are back in studio. Huh? They are back in studio. They are back in studio. What does that mean? That the big news can come from one moment to the other. So from now on, everything can happen. Vlahovic is on the mercato. Recap of Sky. There is an alternative to Giuntoli. Can be internal promotion with Manna. It is not Allegri that didn't want Giuntoli. They are doing a recap for the people that are just entering and waiting together with me. Matthew, Leonidas, Nirai, Laggio. Softic. Tomorrow, Juventus will be deducted some points, but you know it. You watch all my videos. I always told you that I don't care how many points they will take away from us. Can be 1, can be 12, can be 15, can be 3. I always told you, from the moment that we will be deducted only 1 point, that's where UEFA will enter and possibly can ban Juventus from European competition. So, I don't know how many. Of course, if they take away 3 points for Juve, the ranking, the possibility of finishing on the field with a deduction point top 4 is easier than with a minus 12, of course. But that's not the big game. And of course, then you have another one about the salary maneuver. It's true, huh? I'm listening in the meanwhile, waiting. "22 minutes that they said to remain tuned, to stay tuned." Ciao Gatti. It's funny how other teams' news are flooded to Juve news, even though they want a league without us. Oh yeah. Ciao Steve. Steve Slick. Grande Steve Slick. If anything, we need to win the 3 games. Yeah. Difficult, huh? Difficult. Really difficult. And we will come back on the words of Allegri, on Szczesny. They are speaking now about Spalletti. Don is asking Beppe, why are they taking so much time in Italy to announce a big news? For one simple reason, guys. For the reason that it is calciomercato in Italy. Italy is the country of the entertainment, of the show, of football. In England, in USA, Premier League can be as huge as they want. They can become as huge as they want. They will never have. And I love Kate Abdo, Thierry Henry. They have a fantastic vibe there on the studio. But it will never be like in Italy. It will never be like in Italy. Where can you find a Monblano that is telling you 64.8% this one will remain or will go out? I know that a lot of people, they don't like it, especially in other countries. You want facts. It's thing of culture. You don't like the story around a news. You don't care about it. You want that they open the show with boom, this is it. Allegri in, Allegri out, Pogba in, Pogba out, Dybala come back or whatever. I know, I understand. But it's Italy, and if you are loving calcio, if you are loving Juve, if you are loving football, this is what you have to take about. It's a package that you are taking. When you decide to become a Juve, Milan, Inter supporter, this is what you are taking. You like it or not. It's the story, the package around. This is why football, storia di un grande amore, love. You know, with love, when you love a woman or a man or whoever you love, when you go, you don't say, you love me, yes or no, give me a kiss, yes or no. It's the story. It's the butterflies in the belly. You know, that feeling that you have. Seduction. Maybe yes, maybe no. I will wait. I will ignore. I will seduce. I will do like this with my eye. I will put my hair better. I will make that everything is more beautiful. I will sell myself even better. This is what we are doing. This is what Sky Sport is doing with us today, with the Juventini. They are seducing us. They ask us, stay, stay. Now they're speaking about Napoli. It could even be that they don't say anything, eh? Wait. There is a news. There is a news.
I found this on the web.
There is a news, guys. Di Marzio, that is also working for Sky Sport. Giuntoli, Juventus. There is an agreement for 5 years. They are waiting for the final okay of De Laurentiis. If this do not happen, the internal solution would be Manna. Allegri is not in question and the relationship with the owners remain strong. This is the news of Di Marzio. He just tweeted in a tweet what we just said from the television. So, Giuntoli Juve, there is an agreement for 5 years. We are just waiting for De Laurentiis. So what are they explaining? They are explaining that the problem is not from Juve. They want to go with an external news, with an external person to rebuild the project of Juve. The only thing that they are waiting is the big okay from De Laurentiis. What is happening with De Laurentiis? De Laurentiis is seeing that his dreams of opening a winning cycle with Napoli is totally collapsing. Why? Because some players like Kim Min-jae are attracted by Manchester United. Osimhen is on the market. You have his coach that do not want to continue with Napoli. Two big players, the coach and the sporting director that is really close to Juventus. De Laurentiis is scared, is really scared that the castle that he built and that's why maybe he doesn't want to reinforce Juve. He doesn't want to give the freedom to Giuntoli. And the B plan is an internal promotion of Manna. Manna, that is a really capable person that is at the moment taking care of the next gen project. Our friend Softic, thank you my friends, like I said to Matthew, to all the people in the chat, club has been quiet all this time. I have a horrible feeling about June trial. This is to keep fans hopeful when everything is falling apart. We all knew, and it's correct, Softic, we all knew that the one of the salary maneuver could have been the difficult one. We all said that the plusvalenza, if judged correctly, if correct, would have been less important because there is nothing, there is no rule on plusvalenza case. They found a way to first take away 15 points for us for 3 long months, to give them back. They gave the possibility to Juventus to defend themselves. They didn't care about the defense of Juve on every single point. They neglected it. I told you, they want to keep Juventus in Serie A, but they want to really punish Juve. And after that, they will change the rules on plusvalenza, on whatever you want to. But first, they want to punish Juve. The one of June is the one that always made me scared, the salary maneuver, but we will have to wait for it. Ali, and in the meanwhile, we are still waiting. We still don't know. And I told you, 45-50 minutes before the big news on Juve, so we are respecting the time because it's 11:50. Ciao bello. 1. I think it's Del Piero. Makes sense before Mercato to attract solid players renewals. 2. Do you think walking away from the Super League is the answer? It's a good question, Ali. I will answer on the second one. Meanwhile, we are waiting and monitoring the news. Um, it's a really great question. Thank you, Ali, by the way. Do I believe that the Super League is the answer? Walking away from the Super League. If you want to have no problem with UEFA, you want to be qualified in the next European competition, can even be for the Europa League next season or whatever. Yes, you walk away from Super League and Seferin won. He will have his ego fine. He will have actually his A plan, making Andrea Agnelli suffering. Because what is the plan of Seferin? Is to take revenge on Andrea Agnelli. Personally, you could have thought that Agnelli leaving Juventus would have been enough for Seferin to stop attacking Juve, but no, because he knows how much Andrea Agnelli loves Juventus. You can think whatever you want about Agnelli, this is absolutely not the point at the moment. The thing is, he knows that by attacking Juve, every single attack on Juve is actually hurting Andrea Agnelli, a guy that has been grown with Juventus since he was a kid. So he will continue until Juve says we stop with Super League, which he will have win. And he will say in front of everything, I won, and that's okay. This is the biggest nightmare of everyone. Or, I mean, of Andrea Agnelli, that Juventus goes out. Would I be happy with that? No. Because what you are doing is postponing a collapse. If today Juventus is collapsing also because of all these kind of things, accepting to stop with Super League, which might never happen, means that you are accepting to be totally destroyed in a longer future, but long is not that long. It's 3-5 years, because you already can't compete with English club, and don't let you be fooled by the Italian 5 clubs that are in, or 5 or 4 whatever, that were in semi-final, 5 in semi-final, 3 in finals, because this is something exceptional, beautiful for calcio, absolutely, but don't let you be fooled for that moment. So long term, you die. You die. If you have, again, a Kim Min-jae that wants to go to Manchester United, and speaking about the club that just won in Italy, where the president is saying we will open a winning cycle. If we are speaking about the players attracted by other leagues, like a Fratesi that is telling you, you know, I believe that I want to stay still 2 more years at Juve, in Italy, so that I can be ready for Premier League. We have a problem, guys. Leao dreaming of a Premier League. So I don't think I think if you leave Super League, you are just saying we are okay. We are okay with accepting to die. That's why I would not do it, guys. At the moment, we still don't know. We still don't know. We still don't know. No. So we are waiting. Mohamed Youssef, the last 3 years, after every big defeat, there is always Mercato big news. Now it's about setting direction to respect Juve history, not small moves. On that one, I totally agree. Thank you for the donation, Mohamed. I totally agree with that. Juventus needs to take now big steps. Guys, if today I can't finish really my sentences and so on, it's because I really try to hear to be the first one to give you the news about what they are saying. But at the moment, they're speaking about Napoli, they're speaking about a lot of things. But I agree, Juventus needs to change. Juventus will change. What are they able to do? How far can they change? How much power do they have to change immediately? That's a big question. I hear a lot. I hear about Tudor. I hear about Palladino. I love Tudor. I really love Tudor. First as a player, and then I believe he has also some potential as a coach. I love Palladino. I believe he will become a really great coach for the coaching talent he has. I love a lot of things about them. But if you do that, you are also saying, guys, we have to start really, really from the bottom. If you go with these coaches, we start with young players, with new coaches, and the victory will not be there today or tomorrow. You heard about Szczesny saying after the game of Sevilla, where Juventus was eliminated. Juventus should not only compete. Juventus should be there to win them. Should at least try as much as they can to win it. Juventus should lift silverware. You can't every time win the 3 of them, the 4 competition that you are playing. But you need to participate and you need to go and try to give everything you have to try to win at least one. And when this is not happening, then we have a big problem. So if you go with Tudor, with Palladino, it means that you are accepting the fact that you are really rebuilding for a 3-year project. By the way, when Antonio Conte came to Juve back then, after 2 years of being 7th, the plan was to be back to victory in Italy after, if I'm not wrong, 3 years. After 5 years being able to compete again in Champions League and then trying to win it after that cycle. So cycle 1, 3 years, 5 years, and then really long term. It was not the plan to win immediately. Then great things happened, a fantastic thing happened, which made that everything went really faster and we opened immediately a cycle after year 1. But honestly, it was not the plan to win. Better if it happens. So I'm not saying Tudor is coming, Giuntoli is coming, Palladino is coming, or whatever coach you want is coming, and you can't again open immediately a winning, or at least having a winning year. It can happen. But the signs that you are sending, the message that you are sending is this one. Off topic, Beppe, have you watched Ted Lasso? I started really long time ago and I gave up after 3 or 4 episodes because I was not 100% in with it. But I actually started again, I believe, 2 weeks ago with my wife and my son, and I really enjoyed it. So I finished season 1 and I started with the 2 first episodes of season 2. And then we will continue. Today it was impossible. So for the people that are just joining and still, let me recap. What are we waiting for? We are waiting for the big bomba, the sensational news, bomba clamorosa about Juventus. They started Caressa in studio of Sky Sport Italia to tell us a few things. The first one is that, and that's what they started with, Angel Di Maria at 90% will not renew with Juventus. Again, 90%. What does that mean? Tomorrow they wake up and you still have chances that he signs. But at the moment, Di Maria more out than in. 90% is a significant word. That's one. 2, that Juventus, regardless of the point deduction or whatever cup that they will be in, will listen to offers. So if we are out of European competition, of course, Juventus will listen to offers. But even if you remain, even if you participate in a European competition, Juventus will still listen for voices and offers for Dusan Vlahovic. These are also the news that we were hearing this morning from Julien Laurentiis and so on, where they were saying Chelsea is on him, Bayern Munich is on him, and other big clubs. Arsenal, Real Madrid, and so on. So a lot of are interested in Dusan Vlahovic. Does it make sense? Well, financially, Juventus need to take money. If you didn't watch the 2 videos I made yesterday and 2 days ago, watch them, because you will hear a lot of things and maybe another perspective about why Gazzetta dello Sport is speaking about Chiesa and Vlahovic leaving. They didn't speak about Chiesa at the moment. Then they spoke about something else, about Giuntoli, that until yesterday was 100% from Gianluca Di Marzio. And from other journalists, they all said it is a done deal. I wanted to make a video today, but it was impossible. Birthday of my son, so I couldn't. And I wanted to start with done deal. Giuntoli, Juve, it's done. Now, the last news about Di Marzio is that there is an agreement with Juventus. Juventus really want him. They want to go external. It is John Elkann that went for Giuntoli, a decision from John Elkann to start with him. There is no Allegri that wanted him or didn't want him. They didn't even ask Allegri for him. They went for Giuntoli, and that's a done deal until yesterday. But now they even offered him a 5 year. They were speaking earlier about a 3-year contract. Now they are speaking about the 5 years. What does that mean, 5 years? A long project to build Juventus. There is one problem, De Laurentiis. He needs to accept. And if initially he was quite okay to let him go, with all the internal problems at Napoli now, with a lot of players and coach that want to leave, he's maybe reconsider it. If De Laurentiis is okay, Giuntoli is a new sporting director of Juventus. If not, there is the internal promotion of Manna from the next gen sporting director that could be a possibility. So we are waiting now for the big news of Sky Sport, but they prefer to give us the bets, the quotes for the games of tomorrow, who will have more possibility to win or not, so that you can bet, and we still don't know. And now we are waiting. Guys, sporting director, you need a big cycle. He needed 8 years before winning with Napoli the Scudetto. Sporting director is like that. It's not like a coach. It's not like a player. Sporting director, especially in the situation we are in. If you're Chelsea, you can go with the 3 years. Who cares? We are waiting for their news. We are waiting. I'm waiting just like you guys. I'm listening. I hope it's not annoying, the double sound of me and them. They're taking another break. How is this possible? Mamma mia, they are killing me. They are really killing me. We are waiting. I knew I didn't want to start at 11 p.m. because we are waiting. A new Amazon Prime video about Juve at the moment, not that I know. I know that Juventus is doing a lot of videos internally with Creators Lab, but not attenzione, because there is maybe a news. And indeed, everyone is also in Italy. All the rumors are, all the people in Italy are saying that they are really an embarrassment. They are a joke. Sky Sport is a joke because they are letting us wait for that big news. We are waiting. Ragazzi, what can I do? We are waiting. I don't care, guys. I have nothing to do. Remember, Beppe, you said it yourself. Mercato bombas are always late. But yeah, I knew it. I know it. It is what it is. But it's annoying that 600 people are waiting for a news, same as me, yeah? Anyway, I'm waiting. Guys, in the meanwhile, as you are waiting, 227 likes. If we can reach 300, it would not be bad. It would not be bad at all. It would be even nice, to be honest, if we can increase that. But at the moment, they decided to launch some ads. So we are waiting. I'm waiting, same like you. Let me know, guys, will there be a big news or not? If they made sure that people were waiting so long, can happen, Can happen. I believe they have something beautiful to tell. If we wait so long, I hope so. Otherwise, we have a problem. They can't. I don't believe they bait us. Otherwise, they would have said, we said what we had to say. But saying to people, wait. I go with they will say Juventus is in talks with Paulo Dybala to let him come back. I don't know if it's true or not. Wait. They will not say he will come back. They will say Juventus is in talks with Paulo Dybala. Wait. Is the news about Dybala back? Yes, no. I don't say he will come back. I'm saying the news that they will tell us could be about Dybala back. I don't know. I have that feeling without any source, and that I don't know. That's what I think they will say. In the meanwhile, subscribe to the channel. I didn't say it. Would be nice if today we reach 25,400. Would be nice. Rabona TV. I have a better sound for you. Here it's another sound. Rabona. I repeat. At the moment, the big news launched by Fabio Caressa, Luca Marchetti and Gianluca Di Marzio. We are waiting for a bigger one, the Bomba, the sensational news announced on Instagram, on Twitter, live on Italian television. But at the moment we don't know. What we know at the moment is that Giuntoli, sporting director of Napoli, that yesterday, by the same person, were announced at Juve for 100%. Juventus offered a 5 years contract agreement with Juve. Everything is done. But De Laurentiis is not sure anymore about it. Tic-tac. Tic-tac. If De Laurentiis said no, Manna will be promoted. And now they are back in the studio. And now I will put it on again. We are waiting for news about Juventus. We are waiting here since 58 minutes. I have the feeling they could potentially talk about Paulo Dybala back. "81% of the people are saying no, Beppe. That will not be the news. 19% are convinced it could be. Gary is saying 100% I would take Dybala back. My favorite player for at least 4 years. Ali, thank you for the donation, buddy. I would be a rating stunt either way. It would be a rating stunt either way. Making us wait this long, especially with boycotts from Juve fans. It showcased how strong Juve fan base is in Italy. On that one, I agree. They needed a push. They needed some people to come back and watch Italian Sky Sport television, especially with the small problems of DAZN at the moment. But I don't believe it can be that they will just say nothing. There will be no announcement. Forget about an announcement. It will be a teaser, a news coming from the sky. Maybe that news will make people happy. Maybe we will take the balloons. Or maybe no. Or maybe no. Maybe you will laugh. Or maybe you will be angry. But at the moment, after 1 hour, we still don't know what the news is. I will close the poll about Dybala. 80% said no. It will not be about Dybala. 20% said yes, Beppe. Nirai, this isn't teasing. This is like being stood up on a date, eating the main meal by yourself and falling asleep. Hey, Eldin, I am not the one that is giving the news, huh? I am not an insider, huh? I'm just waiting, just like 30%, 35% of Italy. And even more because we are Juventini of the world. I have no idea what they are saying. Alessandro Del Piero, Sky's whole Mercato team worked the whole day on that news. Must be huge. That's what they said, huh? That they worked the big day to have some confirmations. Adriano, Beppe is working for Sky. Yeah. Steve, I guess they don't sleep. No, they never sleep. Ciao Henrik, Trezeguet. I don't know if it will be Trezeguet. There could be a Del Piero news. Huh? You know why? I told you. Huh? Because he's a guest of Sky. And, you know, internally, they could have said, attenzione. And you know how hard it is for me also to do a live of 1 hour speaking to you, reading your messages, translating, watching also Twitter and listening to Italian television, waiting for a news that I have absolutely no idea what it is and when they will speak about it. I have no idea. So I'm just waiting, just like you. They're speaking about everything except of the news that we are waiting for. We won one new subscriber. One new subscriber. It's not Rabona TV because he was already a subscriber of the channel, so it's someone else. Who? I have no idea. Oh, I forgot to say thank you. By the way, it's Wilman Gonzalez. Welcome, Wilman Gonzalez. I forgot to say thank you to Bogdan that offered one membership on the channel because it was meanwhile that we were speaking. So thank you, Bogdan. Really appreciate it, my friend. We are waiting. 8-year Szczesny is living in Italy. Okay, in the meanwhile that we are waiting, a few words. I didn't watch, honestly, you know it, birthday of my son, so I'm not looking for excuses. Normally, I'm always doing live, so I didn't watch the press conference, but I heard, of course, the words post-game Sevilla of Szczesny that said, if I was the best of the game, that means that we didn't play well, and I 100% agree with him. But 100% agree with Szczesny on that one. They spoke about the fact that after scoring that goal that they were a bit too much in the back. Attention, because Juventus is tweeting something. It's the birthday of Barenechea. Happy birthday, Enzo. That is 22 today and that was injured. Is injured at the moment. That's why he disappeared. That's why tomorrow there is Sersanti, by the way. Sersanti will be there. Riccio. Happy for Riccio. Alessandro Riccio. Really great. Nice player. I really like him. Vice captain of the next gen. Barbieri will be there again about the newness. Barbieri, Riccio, and Sersanti. But that's absolutely not what we care about. We care about something else. Woo! Brrr. 6 to go. 6 to go. But Juventus, that's not the news that we were waiting for. Huh? With all the respect, we are waiting for something else. Hey, they are speaking about everything and nothing, but they are not telling us. They are not telling us. In the meanwhile, Dr. A, my friend, is offering 5 memberships on the channel. Thank you, Dr. A. Grazie, Dr. Dottore, like I call him, like Umberto Agnelli. Dottore. You had l'avvocato, Gianni Agnelli, and then Dottore Umberto Agnelli. And that's how I call him. Dottore Agnelli. Maybe, no, it's not him because unfortunately he passed away. But grazie. Really appreciate it, Dr. A. He offered 5 more, by the way. And in the meanwhile, Dom renewed for 7 months. Fino alla fine. Forza Juventus no matter what. Thank you guys. Really appreciate it. Guys, Beppe, I fly to Belgium. You're coming for a beer? By the way, I am not sure yet, but I'm trying to go for the last home game. So, Juve Milan of Sunday, I'm trying to go to Torino. I have a meeting with Juventus on Tuesday, and I want to anticipate, but I'm not sure yet if I can go for it or not. So if yes, for the people that are there for Juve Milan, let me know. Now they're speaking about Manchester City, about Guardiola, guys. Kane Spitteri, Beppe is the Bomba. No, I'm not the Bomba. I'm waiting for you. Ooh, Jasco. I have tickets. Grande Jasco. Then we have to meet, huh? About Tech and Allegri. Guys, thank you, Stavros, to remind me. Because in the meanwhile, I wanted to say thank you to Dottore. Well, Szczesny was right, guys. After the 1-0 conceded, we played in the back. From what I heard, and you know that I prefer to hear myself, I prefer to watch myself, but that mini clip of what I watched today, I think that Allegri was really wrong. Is wrong. You can't say that your player Szczesny, that is 8 years in Italy, he made mistake in speaking Italian. On that one, I'm not happy with Max Allegri. You know that I really appreciate the man, Max Allegri. Then we can speak about football, about the right thing, the wrong things. We can speak about everything. You like, you don't like, the youth, the not youth, the injuries, the preparation. You can speak about everything. But the person I always appreciated, today I think he made a really big mistake. You can't say that it's because he didn't master 100% the Italian language. Guys, I was with him on Monday. I spoke 1 hour 30 with him in Italian. No, I know he did, Aloy. I know he did. I'm saying you can't, you should not do it. No, of course. But it's not about saying the truth or not. I agreed with the opinion of Szczesny. But it's an opinion. Football is, most of the time, an opinion, preference, a perspective, and you can discuss. This is also the beauty of football. You can like, you can dislike, you can adore, you can hate, you can do whatever you want. It's football, it's emotions. I agreed with Szczesny. The truth, no, it's not the truth. It's not the ultimate truth. But I agreed with his way of seeing it. I don't like. I think Max should have said really easy. He should have said, guys, I don't agree with Szczesny because of X, Y, Z. Then could have been right, could have been wrong. Everyone would have said we agreed with Szczesny, nobody with Max Allegri, and it's over. You can't say about him he didn't master the language. You can say it about Angel Di Maria. You can say it about not even Leandro Paredes. He speaks. You can say about a lot of players. You can't say about Szczesny. He's 8 years in Italy, and he speaks really well. So I believe that Max verbally made a really big mistake. really big mistake. BT saying its stress level is super high. Yeah. I defended him a lot of time about that stress level that is high. I don't agree on that one. Stress or not, no, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't appreciate it. I'm here always to try to play, the advocate of the devil. This time on that one, no. Again, I didn't watch completely, but from what I saw from that clip, guys, it was not beautiful. It was not nice. I'm just waiting for Caressa, guys. He's still there. They are speaking about Leverkusen Roma. No, they said wait, stay tuned. That's what they said. Ryan Gatt. Juve will sign Beppe as their motivator in case next year will not participate in European League. The news joking Beppe. Look, thank you for a donation, Ryan. Well, I believe that to motivate some people, you can do it, but I believe you also need a bit of a curriculum, guys. With all the respect, Right, watching Sir Raz is actually putting a picture, all of us, on Juventus live. This is actually what's happening. This is actually what's happening, indeed. But no, I believe you need also a bit of things on your CV to be taken, seriously. I believe, but yeah, I have a lot of things outside of football where motivation was part of my job, but in football, guys, I never played football at a professional level. Matthew, Beppe, if you could go back in time, would you have hired Pirlo? Do you think he should have been given a second year in the project? I would. I believed in Pirlo. I really believed in Pirlo. But probably it was a mistake to launch him in first team immediately. It was a mistake because, yeah, he won 2 cups. It was a one game, in or out, and he won. I'm super happy about that. Super happy. But it's not, like a competition that you start and finish. It's actually because of Sarri that you qualify to that Supercoppa and you win it. Congratulations to Pirlo. Could have won it, could have lost it. We won it, and I'm super grateful because winning is not easy. Then you have the second one is Coppa Italia. He finished the competition, winning it. So congratulations, super happy. So I'm grateful for Pirlo. It was not easy for Pirlo, absolutely not. Without summer camp, without preparation, without a crazy mercato in terms of big names, even if he received some beautiful names as well. The last real mercato that was done, but it's not at the level of expectations of in the past. I said we keep him until the end of the season, we see, but it was quite difficult with Piero, so I don't believe we had to give him a second chance. Unfortunately not. Then I know that a lot of people saw the Amazon Prime documentary, and a lot of people said, but maybe, and that's when people started to change opinion about Pirlo. I love Pirlo. I will always be grateful for one of the best Italian players ever, but also for one that played 4 years at Juve and gave us a lot. Probably also thanks to him that we win. I will not let me be misled by the bad results of Allegri 2.0 to justify Pirlo. I want to split them. I don't believe that Pirlo was the answer back then. I gave him a chance and I supported him an entire year, but I don't believe he was the answer. Like Max Allegri in 2 years at the moment, because Max Allegri is someone that wants to be judged on result, and after 2 years there are no result. Max was not the answer neither. But it's not because one is doing bad that the other one magically becomes better. Because I have the channel and Softic is there since the beginning. Roberto Gallo is here since the beginning. Amat Sacco is here since the beginning. And I believe Trimboli as well. A lot of... They are repeating. Recap. Okay. Di Maria. Big possibility of not renewing the contract. Vlahovic is on the market. Giuntoli is not 100% like yesterday that he goes to Juve. At the moment, De Laurentiis is doing difficult. If it's a no, Manna can be promoted. Spalletti doesn't want to stay at Napoli. He decided it. There is a clause that he can free himself from Napoli. If he dismiss himself from Napoli, he can. He lose his salary. And he can't go to another team. I believe another Italian team. So it's not Spalletti to Juve. No, Mohammed. It's not Spalletti to Juve. If he leaves by himself, he loses the money. And he can't go to another Italian team. For 1 year. Huh? Wait. So it's not Spalletti to Juve. I'm happy. Wait, guys. Guys, you won't believe me. You won't believe me. You won't believe what they said. Guys, they repeated and they made a recap of everything that was said before. We already said it. Di Maria, no. Vlahovic on the market. Giuntoli, everything is done, but De Laurentiis is doing difficult. If not Giuntoli, promotion from Manna. It's not Allegri that didn't want Giuntoli. Spalletti doesn't want to stay at Napoli. He wants to leave. He can, with a clause, free himself from Napoli. But he will not go to Juve because in that clause there is an anti-competition, so he can't go to another team. They spoke about the possibility of today actually, because we are already Monday. Juventus 12 points, and then we were waiting for a big news. The Bomba, the sensational news of Fabio Caressa that was teasing everyone. 1 hour 19 live, but they started even 15 minutes before. That means that they did a live show of 1 hour 35 asking to Juventini to be there. And at the end, after 1 hour, 35 of Juventini waiting, more than 600 here on the channel. They said, arrivederci, ciao. They closed the show. Guys, I'm sorry, they closed the show. They didn't speak about Dybala, they didn't speak about anything. The big news is or Di Maria or Vlahovic, that we already knew. Di Maria, we knew. Vlahovic, I already told it like 2 days ago on the channel that he was on the market. Giuntoli, from 100%, they said, yeah, but attenzione, because maybe there is, but this is also, there is nothing, guys. There is absolutely nothing. The show is over. I know we were 600 people here, and we are still 600 people here. Guys, every night, maybe I can do a self-promotion for the channel. Subscribe to the channel if you want to. I just want to tell you one thing. Look, every day we are doing great news on the show. Beautiful, entertaining information, beautiful graphics, quality video. We are doing 2-3 lives every evening. And we are saying exactly the same things, even better, because we are not making sure that people are waiting for nothing. So guys, put the notification ring on, because 2-3 nights per week we are doing lives, and we are trying to inform with real news of people. And I never saying to you guys, wait until the end of the show for a big news, and then I say goodbye without giving you any news. I am really disappointed, because again, it was the birthday of my son today. I said to my wife, go to bed, because I do a live, because there is a sensational news that is upcoming, and there is absolutely nothing. Honestly, because Ali told us, I was not expecting an announcement, but if they tell us like that, come, because there are really important news for Juve. Sky Sport is not Beppe on YouTube. Sky Sport is a name, guys. Sky Sport is a name. Sky Sport is an institution. They just fooled us. Okay, I knew there was not Allegri out, Zidane in. I knew, but I was waiting for something that I didn't know, guys. Every single day, everything they said, I already told you in the 2 videos of yesterday and 2 days ago. Exactly what they said, that Vlahovic is in the market. It makes sense that Vlahovic is in the market. They said tomorrow maybe they will give us a -12, but it's a supposition. Yeah, but this morning in Corriere dello Sport at 5 a.m. you were able to read that news. So if they are saying, come, it makes no sense. Huh? Ryan, I'm not working in the management of Juve, Ryan. If you're spamming, it will not change anything. Agnelli out is already out. Allegri out, I'm not deciding on it. If Elkan goes out, we have a problem, because then we have no ownership anymore, and that's a problem. Riot the stadium is a big problem, also because I don't agree with it. Because on Sunday I'm doing my best to spend again €1,000 to go to Torino, in between flights, tickets, and plane and everything, and probably the new shirt. So yeah, I don't agree with that. But I'm the wrong person to say hashtag this, because it's true that I speak with players, but I'm not speaking with John Elkan. The Softage, guys, I'm sorry for the people that waited for nothing. Blame Sky, not Beppe. C'est la vie. Softy, the Chilean renewal, Alexandro, and now maybe Quadrado. For Quadrado, I'm not sure. For Alexandro, even if it has not been officialized by the club, the Chilio has been done, so it's a certainty. Vlahovic, Chiesa, Di Maria may be gone, and all unhappy with Allegri. This is the new project. The Chilio has been renewed by old management. Alexandro is because of contract obligations. Quadrado is not sure. Vlahovic is not happy. Chiesa, nobody is saying that he will leave. Di Maria, guys, we saw Di Maria. I was a big fan of Di Maria. I really wanted him to join. How much do you rate? Let me know how much you rate the season of Di Maria, because honestly, on the field, whatever happens with the 3 next games, the season is over. The season has been difficult. I don't know yet how much I want to rate the season of Juve, but how much do you rate Di Maria? Because now it's easy to say they are not happy, they want to leave. But how much do we rate the season of Di Maria? Frederick is going with a bold 0, 6 on 10 for Serraz, 6.5 Dr. A, 4 on 10 for Stavros, 4 on 10 for Juvepils, 7 on 10 Aloy. That's a big one, huh? 5 Arnold, 3 Aldo, 5, 6, 6, 5 for Emiliano, Robin Banks 6.3, and that's Monblano. Monblano, I discovered you. Your how do you say, your ghost account? No, your other account, your second account. We discovered 6.3. Guys, honestly, I really wanted him. I really wanted him. First game Sassuolo, at the 60th minute, he goes out injured. Out. He comes back, Spezia, and I watched him. Coming back, we forced, that's on the medical staff, that allowed him to be there while he was probably not ready. Max is playing him. He's agreeing to play. And he play another game, then he's again injured. And we don't have him. He's coming back, then he plays against Monza, red card, and he's out for that big game against Milan that we are also losing. The beginning of the season of Di Maria has been a disaster. When did we see Di Maria playing well? Was in Europe, not Freiburg, partially Sporting, some magic in Serie A against Atalanta in that 3-3. Probably in that big loss 5-1 against Napoli, he was the best one. He hit the post, I believe. He scored a penalty. He was really great. No, soft. It's not about Allegri or not Allegri. It's about Di Maria now. Because he was fantastic, Di Maria, before that last international break. Guys, let's be honest. You remember what I told you about my shirt, my third shirt that was empty in the back? I told you I don't want to put Di Maria, or I don't want to put a name. I really want to put Di Maria, but at the moment I don't want, because I'm waiting for Di Maria to convince me that I really want to put him on my shirt, because then it will be forever in my collection. The coach was the same. Huh? It was still Max Allegri, where he was bad in the beginning of the season, and then for a big period, not one game, for a big period in the middle, he was really great. It was really great. And I remember I went to Torino, I have put Di Maria on the back because he convinced me. He goes to international break, he comes back, and I was again in the stadium for Juve Inter in Coppa Italia, but even before that, the game against Verona, he was bad. He enters against Verona with Dusan Vlahovic, totally bad. Well, he's coming back, okay, we understand. He's starting against Inter in a semi-final of Coppa Italia, total disaster. The next few games, he was really bad. Really bad. And he continued. Then I have put him on the thumbnail of Sevilla Juve, because he's the man that needs to decide this kind of game. And he's really bad. And on top of being bad, he's going out of the field. And he was kind of protesting. He was not happy with the decision of the coach for him being subbed out. Guys, I can defend Di Maria how much I want. I believe it's one of the most, if not the most underrated player of the last 10 years. Fantastic player. And I will never put that in doubt. Then if I analyze the season, he played 1/3 of the season good, solid, not the Di Maria from the past, not the Di Maria from the World Cup, but really great. So if we are taking a 1/3, I need to give him 1/3 of the points. So that means 3.33. I would give him a 4.5. 4.5 on the season. 5. If I'm really kind, 5. But between injuries, between red card, between ghosting important moments, I have been disappointed. And it's always with the same coach. Then Allegri, we agree, and we spoke about that, Softic. We spoke about it. Max Allegri is a coach that, unfortunately, we know it, offensively, is changing players. Some players are there is a rebirth of some players with him. Remember Mandzukic, but also Morata. Then you have some players like Paulo Dybala. Don't forget about Paulo Dybala, because now it's easy. Paulo Dybala is not my favorite player. You know that. I never hide it. But Paulo Dybala, the best fantastic years he did, speaking about seasons, was with Allegri in the beginning. Then people will tell me, Sarri, he was MVP of the season. Yeah, for how much? For 3 months. 4 months, it was really great. In the beginning, he had a lot of difficulties with Sarri, but immense difficulties with Sarri, until he really unlocked himself mentally, and he really did the difference at the end of the season, but for 4 months on the entire season. Anyway, so you have players that did well with him up front, you have players that are doing bad. But I believe that not only the offensive players lost a bit in value, I believe that all the players lost in value because of Allegri, because of Juventus, because of themselves this season. This season has been a big disaster in terms of how we played. Guys, look at the game versus Sevilla. I believe that we deserve to lose that game. I agree with Szczesny. If Szczesny is your man of the match, we have a problem. But guys, Allegri, not Allegri, Allegri, not Allegri. Allegri, he can't teach you anymore to do a pass in your feet. If you don't have the shoulders wide enough to be able to have at least a 85% pass accuracy, that's on you. If you are Rabiot and you are missing that goal in front of the goal, that's on you. But if you're scoring 12 or 11, because he has 11, as a midfielder that usually score an average of 2-3 goals a season, that means that you did much more. If you are a player that unfortunately, because of an injury, is frustrating with yourself, and you lose all your power to give a goal to Sevilla, but also missing 2 moving penalties, this is on you, guys. This is on you. So, but yeah, if you're looking at the last 2 seasons of Max Allegri with Juventus, it has been a disaster. It has been a disaster. It's true. It's the reality. Told you, Beppe. Rating stunt. I'm disappointed in Sky Sport, Ali. I'm really disappointed. Made a lot of people watch the show and raised their rating, and then ciao. Happy to see how much people are in need of you and Juventini of the world. I believe that's the most beautiful one, and thank you to Softy, to Matthew, to Ali for the donation. I believe that's a sign also. After the loss against Sevilla, a lot of people were here live. Not only against after the loss, but also the 2 videos I made the day after were a bit longer. People were really watching the videos. Long. The only problem we have sometimes is the reach, because I believe we have like 80% of the people that are watching my videos that are subscribers. 20% are new people that are watching them. But 80% is a lot. So the only problem we have with the channel is that the channel is not really recommended a lot to people that do not know the channel. I don't know how to do, but that's something else. But indeed, when you're watching how people were forgetting about Sevilla and already thinking about the future, forget about the -12, they want to see something happening at Juventus. How many people were here? 600 people. While when you are doing a late night and we are saying the same things we are with 120, 150, 200 sometimes. In a good night, today we're 600. So it means that Juventus, they can be sure of one thing, like Ali is saying. It's about the love of their supporters. Because whatever will happen with Juve, De Sciglio renewal, Alexandro, Allegri next season or not, you will still have a lot of love from Juventini. Love that can be shown with anger, with hashtags, with whatever, but still love. Did I forget something earlier? Let me check that I didn't forget something. Wait. Ali, I've read. Mohammad Youssef, 5 memberships on the channel. Thank you, Mohammad. Grandissimo, grandissimo, grandissimo. Abba is saying, dai ragazzi, let's get Beppe to 25,400. Nearly. Not yet, but nearly. Thank you to Mohammad Youssef. And then you have Dr. A. Vlahovic in Fiorentina compared to Juve. Do you blame the player or due to different attacking style? Personally, I think it would be a great loss for us. It's a good question. I already answered that one. I never like to blame one person. I don't like to blame Dusan Vlahovic. I don't like to blame only Max Allegri. I believe that it's a combo of a lot of things. People, they know already what I said, but it's for every topic like that. I believe there is a part of responsibility on everyone. In the case of Dusan Vlahovic is coming from Serbia, where he's going to Fiorentina, totally unknown. Youth Academy of Fiorentina, and slowly he's growing into that first team without big expectations on him because nobody knew him. Vlahovic, the first real season of being in the senior team, the first 6 months nobody's hearing about him. He's not doing that great in terms of numbers of goals. It's the second part of the season where he's doing fantastically great. That 6 last months of that first year. And then the year after, he's doing really well, the 6 first months, because after that he was bought by Juve. So we didn't see a Dusan Vlahovic being able to perform an entire season from the first game until the last game at the top. We didn't see that. We never had the opportunity to see it. Super young, new. I believe that the money that we have spent on Vlahovic is a lot. It's a lot because we were doing a great job in terms of cutting salaries, in terms of not renewing players, in terms of paying attention who you sign and so on and so on. And then you are scared. You're really scared about losing him because Arsenal is on him. You have a lot of clubs on him. And you know that if you don't go immediately in the winter for him, he's gone in the summer to another club. And that's where Juventus was fooled by Fiorentina, because you are overpaying Dusan Vlahovic. Okay? You take the risk. You also use the word that I didn't like, and I said it back then, because you're saying Dusan Vlahovic is the new center of the project. And I always told you, he starts with us actually quite great, and slowly but surely he starts to decrease, where we don't know why, but at the end we discover it's also because he started suffering from growing pain. Growing pain for every athlete or someone that played the sport and unfortunately had to do with it. And Dr. A, you know, because you're a doctor, but it's a really annoying one, a really, really annoying pain that is difficult to play with. And he started to play a bit less good. And also he's coming to a big club like Juventus, where the pressure is different, where it's not only Fiorentina, where if you're doing well, it's good, not doing well, it's okay. You're at Juve, you need to perform. We are counting on you. We spent 80 million. You are having a salary of 7.5 million euro net without the decree law. So you're earning a lot of money. You are the most paid player of the team. And we are counting on you because you need to change the destiny of Juve that last year was not great until he arrived. And then he didn't. This season he doesn't go, or he goes to America for the summer tour, but he never plays. Do you remember that he never played? Because he was not yet in form. we have to wait for him in the beginning of the season. Then he comes and he starts to score with free kicks. We discovered Vlahovic being able to score on free kicks, and then ups and downs. I believe that on him, it's the mental strength that is probably not yet at the level of a club like Juve, but it can also be a club like Real Madrid or, big clubs with a big name. Even if Juventus is not at the moment performing like a big club, you're still a big club. But that's, I believe, Vlahovic, and because of that weaker mental strength, he's starting also to stop losing trust in himself. He start losing confidence, and that's a big problem because that's where you start missing easy ball controls and so on and so on. On top of that, and that's where we arrive to Max Allegri and his staff and the team. Max Allegri has worked a lot on solidifying the defense. Credit to him because he was able to fix 2-3 things, and the team as well. But I blame Max Allegri that all the intensity that he has put to structure the defense, he was not able to do it up front. He was not able to do it up front with Dusan Vlahovic, because if the first time you could say, yeah, but we had no real number 9, it was Morata ones that had to play there. You always had, like substitution players there. From the moment that you have Dusan, you have to play for him. You have to play for him. You have to find a way to put the best striker that is, as you said, at the center of your project. You have to put him in the conditions to perform at his best. Then it didn't work. So I believe it's on both. It's on both. I don't want him to leave. I believe he still have a lot to give to Juve. I believe he can become still a lot. He has everything to give to Juve. We trusted him. I would be really sad if he leaves, because I'm sure that in a few seasons, maybe already next year, he can become a top player, and we will cry and we will regret. But I will not blame Juventus if he leaves, because if he leaves now, seriously, guys, that's my opinion. If he leaves now because of he was not happy with the coach, I believe that he didn't give everything to Juve. He didn't give the love that we gave him, I believe, at the moment, in terms of, because of Max, because of himself, because of the injury, because of whatever you want. But I believe that for everything that he received, in terms of money, in terms of trust, in terms of love of the supporters, do you remember how many of us immediately day one we bought his shirt with the number 7? I have it. You know how many first shirt I have from last season? I have De Ligt first. I have Vlahovic, and I have another one. I don't remember from who I have the other one. Chiesa, I believe. Chiesa. Yeah, I have Chiesa. Yeah, I have 3. No. The home shirt. A home shirt, guys. No. I have Zakaria on the 4th. I have last year, which was the Locatelli on the away, on the black. Which color was the 3rd? I don't remember. What was the 3rd last year? The yellow and blue. The yellow and blue. Do you remember? I have Danilo. Yellow and blue. Yeah. So I have Danilo on the 3rd, Locatelli on the away, Chiesa on the home, and then I have Chiesa, De Ligt, and I bought also Vlahovic. That's a lot of money, eh? And I bought Vlahovic because he came in the winter. That number 7, wow, let's go. You know how it is. And then you go full of passion, you don't care, and you go and you buy him. No, Zakaria was on the 4th. Zakaria is on the 4th. You know, that special one. So I believe it's on both. Guys, I'm sorry again for Sky Sport. I'm a bit, of course, disappointed, like all of you. It's true. GJustjuve to Sky Italia right now. It's true, huh? Look, people are saying I don't want to be Italian anymore after what they did. Happy birthday, Barenechea, by the way, again. But okay, I'm going maybe. I'm waiting for a confirmation. I'm going maybe. For Juve Milan. If I go, I buy the new shirt. Who do I put on my shirt? Who do you suggest? He fooled us, huh? Today he fooled all of us, huh? Who are you going to put on? That's the question I just asked. On this day in 1996, mamma mia. Pche Mas is it's making us cry. It's making us cry. Fagioli of Rovella. Leo. And then if Rovella is coming and is sold, what do I do with Rovella shirt? I don't even know the number. Gatti is a good one. Danilo. Nah, the home shirt this season is not Danilo. I don't feel Danilo on that shirt. I already have Danilo. It's not Danilo. I don't feel Danilo in that shirt. No. Gatti is an excellent one. Leonid is saying Fagioli. Fagioli is good, but Fagioli, I think that he will go with the 21 next season. I believe he will go with the 21 next season. So I'm waiting for Fagioli. Gatti is good. I believe Gatti will stay with the 15. Don't put anyone back. I know why you're saying that. Fagioli, no one. I mean, Fagioli, Gatti, Fagioli. Put Del Piero. No, I don't like. I like Del Piero, but I don't like putting like legends on the shirt. Legend is legend. They played with their shirt. Now it's time for other people to become maybe legends one day. Fagioli. Gatti. It's between Gatti and Fagioli. Bremer as well. Yeah. That's the thing, eh? Oggi vincevamo la Champions. Lo so, Stefania. Lo so. Tanti anni fa. With this shirt, 26 years ago, we were wearing that one. Mamma mia. Hey, you see? Here, you have Ravanelli. Ravanelli played with that one. I have the name of Ravanelli. Imagine if on that one I've put like Boniperti. It makes no sense. Ravanelli. I put Allegri 1. Gatti, Fagioli. It's between these. I know. I agree. That's the thing, Chuck. I agree. I have difficulties. It's always the same. I want the shirt, and then I have a problem. Fred, but that's sometimes you have problems, huh? Aquilani shirt. I have Kulusevski. I have Bentancur. But Bentancur stayed at Juve. Kulusevski not that much, huh? Alexander. Guys, I told you, I need something. Alexandro. No. I saw some people are saying, Beppe, put Pogba. You know how much I love Pogba. You know how much I love Pogba. I'm as disappointed at you, guys. As probably also as disappointed as him. You saw the video that he put today, yeah? At the moment, let him come back, and then we will see. But at the moment, I don't feel putting Pogba on a shirt. No. I need to take a break of Pogba at the moment. I don't. I want him to be, out of my mind, and then we'll think about it. Paredes. But Ealing Jr. Yeah, but probably Ealing Jr. Guys, Ealing Jr. If he stays, the possibilities that he's going with the number 11 from Quadrado are higher. No. Pepe, what do you think about Firmino? Last year I wanted him, but no, Mane. But why do you think? A lot of people told me Mane. Guys, Mane will not come to Juve, guys. What are you speaking about? Sometimes you are really dreaming, eh? Firmino, Mane, and Chiesa, guys.
It's time.
I don't understand. Sometimes you have a bit of creativity. Guys, forget about these names. You know who you can think about at the moment? Scamacca, Icardi, Dia from Salernitana, Beto from Udinese. I'm not making you depressive. I'm telling you the truth. How can you even think about Firmino, Mane at the moment? At the moment, it's just as easy as that. Scamacca, Icardi. Scamacca, Icardi is already big name, because Scamacca would be on loan from West Ham. Icardi can be, I don't know. Beto has a clause of 30 million. It's already a big investment for Juve. You can think about Dagracca, Milik, and Moiskin. Ciao, buonanotte, Stefania. What are you talking about? I don't understand sometimes. Hey, you know what's the problem, John? A lot of people, but you are not the first one, because I already saw that Firmino. What do you think? Yeah, of course I like. Who doesn't like Firmino, Mane, Chiesa? If you are putting yourselves these names in your mind, you will be really sad. Then you will say, we are not a serious club. We are not a serious club. Of course you are not Holland. Of course I like Holland. You see, what are we speaking about? Forget about that. Yeah, it will arrive tomorrow. I'm not sure. GJustjuve. Pepe, who should replace right wing now that Di Maria might not renew? Play with Chiesa on the right, Ealing on the left, and you have Moiskin up front. I'm happy with that. If we play one competition only, one competition only. Keane up front with Milik, they alternate Milik, Keane, and you have on the left Ealing Jr., Kostic. On the right you have Chiesa and I'm not sure about Sule. You know that I love Sule, but this season Sule could have done a bit better. In terms of personality, I believe a lot. Look at the impact of of healing, the impact of this player, of that player. Sule didn't bring the same impact. I saw him also yesterday with Argentina. I saw the entire game. You know who impressed me? I tell you the truth. The player from Inter, Valentin Carboni, 18 years old, so 2 years younger than Sule. Mamma mia, what a player. What a player. But Sule played well, huh? He played like 58 minutes, 58, 60 minutes. Ciao Don. Hey, yeah, it will not be a nice one later. It will not be a nice one. But the guy, Serrazzi was watching us also, the Argentina. I didn't watch Italy because of Caressa. I didn't watch Italy today. I really wanted to watch Italy, but was really great. Yeah, I have Nedved, Leo. Yeah, I have Nedved. Yeah, so you're telling me 3 players, huh? No, they went to bed. They said buonanotte. So we have 3 players: Bremer, Fagioli, and Gatti. But Gatti, I don't think he will go with the number 4. What was the history of the shirts of Gatti? Can we see that? Maybe we can see it. We didn't reach, huh? People, they were pissed off. I needed to ask a bit earlier about that, but anyway. Federico Gatti. Stats. Career. Squad numbers. Ah, yeah. Attenzione. Oh. He started with a 19 in Verbiana. Then he went to the 6, to the 4. Wait, look at that. Look at the history of the shirts of Gatti at Verbiana. What is this? How is it possible? It's always the same season. He changed in the same season from 19 to 6 to 5, and then he played with the number 4. What does that even mean? What does that mean? In the same season, 19, 6, 5, 4. Maybe it's because it was so low that they can change every week. I don't know. Yeah, I don't understand what's the thing here. Then he went to Pro Patria, 6, Frosinone, 6, Juve 15. Hey, this guy is scaring me a bit. If he's changing 4 times in a season, imagine if he will not change next year. Yeah. Now he scared me, huh? Now he scared me. He changed number for every new girlfriend. I don't know what he's doing. But look, I don't even see a pattern. The only pattern I see at Verbiana is that if the season was even longer, he would have gone with the number 3, the number 2, and at the end he would have played with the number 1. Because I see here 6, 5, 4 in the same season. Looks like he likes the number 6, huh? Number 6 at Pro Patria, number 6 at Frosinone. He played with Verbiana with the number 6. It could also be AG that he doesn't care about the number. No, think about it. Ragazzi, I see a pattern. I think that Chunky Slim is right. Look at the pattern. He played with the number 6 at Verbiana. Then I don't know why he changed. But then you see number 6 at Pro Patria, number 6 at Frosinone, and then you see that he's taking the 15. Who is really strong in maths? Who is great in mathematics? 1 plus 5 is... Here we go, huh? Here we go. He loves the number 6. 1 plus 5 is 6. Project 6 plus 4 plus 5 is 15. Also, we have a problem. We have a problem. And he played 2 times with Italy, senior team, 21-22 and 22-23. He had twice the number 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. Guys, think about it. Okay, so I think that we are safe with Gatti because Danilo will stay and he keeps the number 6 because he wants to honor Scirea. Danilo stays for sure. So Danilo is just renewed. So Danilo stays with the 6. He will not change number. Gatti, he likes the number 6. He's in the queue, in the line after Pogba because Pogba likes the 6 as well. I think that we are safe with Gatti. It's like this, huh? We cracked the code of Gatti. That's already better news than what Di Marzio and Caressa were able to give us, which was nothing. Indeed, Mohamed Youssef, this is even bigger news than Sky Sport. Indeed. You were here for one news only. How many? Luca Monte subscribed. And Bognar 9060. Grande. Welcome, Bognar. If you also tell us from where you are, I would be really happy. No, Bonucci, no. Abdullah, no Bonucci for Beppe. For one reason, because I already have the shirt of Bonucci, but sometimes I put more times the number of a player. But I said that I forgive Bonucci when he came back. I forgave Bonucci when he came back from Milan. But I'm not someone that has how do you say, rancor. I'm not someone, that is keeping. Sometimes you have just to forgive and go to the next thing. Forget. But I said, I forgive you. I will judge you, or I will try to judge you objectively of what you are doing on the field and so on. But you will not be my favorite player anymore. And I will not buy shirts anymore from you. I have one. I am happy. I am really happy because he's part of Juve forever. He will always be part of Juve. Grande, Giampiero Pagliaro, new subscriber. Grande. But that's it. Beppe, have you seen what the Zerbi is doing? Such an amazing manager. He's doing really well. Yeah, of course, I'm watching what he's doing. Every week they are breaking my balls here. The Zerbi. Even if I didn't want, I was obliged to know what he was doing. Mamma mia, what a disaster. No, I'm watching. Congratulations, because for the first time they reach Europe in their history. No, he's doing really great. Nothing to say about that. I still don't believe that he's a good coach for Juve. It's too hipster for me, too much hipster. And I will be curious in the future what he will do, but good luck to him. And then I would be happy to say, I have no problem to say, I was wrong. And then it's not because someone is doing really well somewhere else that he was able to do good at Juve. I don't know. By the way, we have the possible formation for tomorrow, guys. 3-4-1-2. On change. Let's change again. Tomorrow with the Perin into the goal. Gatti, Bremer, Alexandro. We know, Danilo suspended. And who else was suspended? There was another player suspended. There were 2 players suspended. Danilo and Quadrado as well. So we have Perin into the goal, Gatti, Bremer, Alexandro. Then you have on the right Barbieri, on the left Kostic, Paredes, Locatelli in the middle, and then you have Miretti behind Milik and Moiskin. Sersanti was called up, young player, absolutely not bad player. I like Sersanti, but I don't believe he will play tomorrow, or maybe he will play like, 10 minutes, or depending on the score, 5 minutes. So you don't know. Important for the next gen because he played a lot of games, 32, 2 goals, 2 assists. So it's not a big offensive goleador, for example. I believe it's a good player for next gen. Personally, I didn't see from him yet the qualities to be, it's not the name that I will give you to say, hey, guy, ragazzi, this guy is the future. It's not Huijsen. It's not Kenan Yildiz. It's not what I was telling you about Miretti, about Sule when they were playing with the next gen. It's not that player. But it's a nice player. I'm happy for the kid. I'm really happy for the kid. Here, Hanin is watching also the next gen, so he knows, and I'm happy that he's confirming a bit what I'm saying. Okay, player, Serie B player. Maybe a Frosinone that goes up, not this season, but like in 2-3 years in Serie A, Frosinone that is going up, Salernitana, maybe, But then if he's changing, you never know, huh? I hope the best also for Sersanti. Barbieri, we know. And then there was another youngster. Let me check. Who else? Riccio. Riccio I like. Alessandro Riccio. You know that, guys, I was thinking, honestly, I was thinking that Alessandro Riccio would have been called up to make part of the first team at the end of the season. I was wrong. But vice captain, I really like Riccio in terms of maturity. I'm really happy for him, but sincerely happy for Alessandro Riccio. And anything, he can be a Serie A player. Also here, maybe not the first team Juve player, but good player. I like Alessandro Riccio. Really like him. Did he play with the... we did it. Ce l'abbiamo fatta. We did it. Fantastic. Well, we did what we had to do. I will change before someone will decide to to unsubscribe. Grazie ragazzi. 2 hours of life. I'm happy because today I was pissed off. That I couldn't do a video. On the other side, I'm happy because otherwise I would have said don't deal Giuntoli, and then they will tell me it's not sure. Hopefully the Laurentiis is not doing difficult, guys. There was no Sky Sport Bomba, guys. But at least they were thinking that it was a Bomba, but they forgot that there is GJustjuve that is telling you the things like 2 days up front. Let's see. Oh, Inter ti odio, Forza Juventus. Inter, I hate you, Forza Juve. Okay, nice nickname. Ciao, from Georgia. Forza Juve. What do you think we should do with Fabio Caressa? I personally would send him to another team on loan. I would not, I would keep him. Personally, I would keep him. I already explained a lot of time why. Other players, I'm keen to loan them. Miretti not, because he already played 1 season with Juve. I believe in the kid, so let's go. if you send him on loan, you destroy him mentally, because he will feel, I am not ready for Juve. Voila. No, I didn't do clickbait, guys. I didn't say I have sensational news for Juve. You read the title, waiting for Caressa sensational Juventus news. I didn't say Beppe will tell you as we wait. No, we waited 1 hour 35 and there was nothing that we didn't know. How could I know? I didn't know, but I enjoyed. Ragazzi, no, I don't believe there is any chance to keep Rabiot. Newkirk, I don't believe so. Smile, because you will go to bed, and tomorrow, when you will wake up in the afternoon, you will hear that Juventus has less points than we have now. Tomorrow we will play, but we will have less points that we have now. Mamma mia. Strange, huh? So today you have, I don't know, 69. Tomorrow you will have less. Okay, we finish with one. Ciao Alessia, buonanotte. We finish with one. How many points do you think, and we finish with that one, huh? Do you think that they will deduct tomorrow? How many points do you think they will deduct to Juve tomorrow? Manchester City is Manchester City, guys. 9, 9, 9. Don V, 12. Minus 12 for Sir Raz. 12. Minus 6. You're optimistic, huh? $12, 9, 15, 12, 12, 0. Oh. 99. Good, yeah. That's all of them now, and even 30 for next year. Serie B, no. 5, 20. No, you can't go to Serie B like this. Then you never know. Huh? Hey, I'm saying no, but minus 3. Dr. A, I say 0, and I hope it comes out that way. I hope for us. Tomorrow, look, Corriere dello Sport, that I don't like as a paper, you know, that they anticipated a lot of news. Huh? I followed all of the news since the beginning, since already last year in April, when we were acquitted, where we were not found guilty. I followed every day, and I have to admit that they were always anticipating punishment. How do they know? Before the judges pronounced the punishment, I don't know. But I think that someone is leaking the news to Corriere della Sera and Corriere dello Sport. If they say 12, guys, let's see tomorrow. Dai, buonanotte to Steve, Hanin, Borna 5620, I Bianconeri, Mikey. Thank you for reaching 25,400. Really honored. Thank you for staying with me. It was just fun. Unfortunately, I'm sorry for Sky Sport. Tomorrow we see each other. Normally, I'm doing the watch along here. Pre-game, watch along, and we do post-game. Ciao ragazzi, forza. Juve. Ciao. Ciao da Navola.